Good morning and greetings. Joan Graham here. After a little time away, um, been travelling to Thailand, had an amazing time. Came home a little battered, had to battle with Alfred, the tropical cyclone, to be able to fly back into Brisbane. Had an extra couple of days in Cairns, which was delightful. We had a health retreat up there. So I will tell you a bit more about that later. So I came back a little bit battered. So this is part of my injuries. I happened to fall over a cable cover in plain daylight. Just didn't see it. Tripped. Dragged somebody else to the ground with me as I went. But the trip itself was amazing. We went to Buriram to begin with. We did 10 airports in 2 weeks. So in the first thing, we did 5 airports to actually get to where we were going. So that was interesting, as always, sitting waiting in airports for things and checking out what's happening around. The racing at MotoGP, amazing. So hot, very, very hot. And we had these little dinky little trucks, I'll call them, all decorated, all wonderful. You had to climb up into them, climb down. So we did heaps of those the first day to get our bearings where we were. And, the racing itself was very, very good. I have to say the food that we got trackside was amazing. It was very fresh, cooked there and then, and delicious. So unusual for track food. But Buriram, Changi International Circuit, you've done it well. We stayed at a resort about an hour from the track at Packham. And it was stunning. And we hadn't planned how we were going to get to the track. We hadn't sort of put those things in place. So they organised somebody to take us to the track in the morning, bring us home in the afternoon, and then they cooked a Thai meal for us every night. We were at the track. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we were at the track. And it was brilliant. The hospitality of these people, the gentleness of them was just truly amazing. And whatever we asked for, they could deliver. Like you're in the middle of rural Thailand. And the most beautiful people were there. So we had a day of rest after the track, after the races, which was lovely. So then the next day, we were to do a flight back to Dong Mueang Airport, but we didn't. So they actually took us to Pattaya Beach, drove us there 5 hours in the car, which is fine. But we didn't have to sit wait in airports. The waiting time was probably less. The ride time was probably less than the waiting time to get to the airport, wait at the airports, then get to the resort. So in Pattaya, we had a lovely resort next to a big shopping centre. I'm not overly fussed on Pattaya with too many crowds. The food at the shopping centre was just stunning. You just went downstairs to the lift and you had any type of food that you wanted to eat there. And that was just lovely. The shopping was okay. I went with 7kg. We all went with 7kg, actually, the three of us. But we didn't come home with that. We bought an extra suitcase there and did some shopping, which was great, which is what I'd planned to do in the beginning. We just had to keep it light for that internal flight. So would I do that again? Yeah, of course. And did I bring clothes back that I didn't wear? Yes. One dress that I didn't wear. I bought some extra clothes there. We bought some merchandise, which was lovely. The day before we were to leave, we walked to the beach, come back from the beach, walking through a street food area to get into the shopping centre, and that's where I tripped on the cable. The staff at the shopping centre were very good. Then we had Tropical Cyclone Alfred to deal with. So all our flights back into Brisbane were cancelled. So Friday we took off to Bangkok International Airport to decide what we were doing, because we were advised not to go to Singapore because there was no accommodation. So we made the decision to fly to Cairns and then on to Brisbane when we could get back into Brisbane. So through the gracious gift of a really good friend of mine, we stayed at his health retreat in the hinterland, Cairns, which is about an hour and a half out of Cairns, up in the mountains. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I will do a separate one on that and post some photos later. But we were there for 2 days. We could do some washing, which was great, get them dry before we come home, because there was no power at home. So we decided to do all our washing up there so that it saved us when we got home. Managed to get a flight back into Brisbane on Monday night, came home, power would just come on, so everything was sweet. We did lose some stuff through the cyclone by not being here, but minimal. But anyway, we're home, we're safe. I've taken a little bit of time this week to just recover a bit. So back on track now, I guess, and looking forward to getting back into my stuff on Monday. So have an amazing weekend, people, and I shall see you then. Bye.